I greet you once again, my dear students. This is PECO Virtual School. Our subject is entrepreneurship as usual, Senior 1, and the teacher in charge is Mitara Ivan. Today we are looking at how business club members can research for business ideas, steps followed by members of the club to research a business idea. Number one, starting from the idea stage through identifying a business idea from one or more listed ideas, and then gathering related information on the business idea, like from newspapers, the internet, etc., to assess the viability of the idea. Second, analyzing the business idea by looking at it from four perspectives, that is to say, business or company, that is product, features, benefits to customers, etc. Then customer, that is purchasers, influencers, and end users. Three, competitors, primary, secondary, and tertiary. Then maybe lastly we have collaborators. These include media and associations, etc. The next step is checking out the competition by identifying the major competitors, talking to their customers, and perhaps asking for the customers' opinions about rivals so as to plan how to do better than them. Maybe the next one is fine tuning. It's called fine tuning, recognizing a business idea that seems like a floppy by doing more research, thinking through the idea afresh to see how it can be modified to succeed. The other one is going ahead with the business idea that has higher chances of succeeding through preparing a budget for the implementation of the idea. The other thing would be, I think those are enough for now, but I think it's okay to do an activity, and below it's an example. Identify 10 business ideas from articles as well as commercial opportunities from any newspaper or magazine. So our next step will be evaluation of various business ideas. The business club needs to evaluate each business idea basing on the following criteria or factors. Number one, present or current market. 2, cost of implementing the business idea. 3, business risks. 4, potential market growth. 5, I think for now you can go with the 4, and the question can come as under with reference to a business project owned by you as an individual or as a club. What factors helped you to evaluate the idea basing on number 1, present and current market, B, business risks, C, costs of production, 4, or D, market growth? Remember, this is what we've just talked about, and now we want to put it into actions, or we want to do an activity using what we've just learned. I'm not gonna give you everything, but I want to give you light such that since this is an activity, I want to use it as an example and give you what I think you need to get in order for you to develop your own, because this is not the only information that you're supposed to possess about what I'm teaching you. But me, I'm just giving you a roadmap such that you can go ahead and forge your own way out, because entrepreneurship involves enterprising, whereby all of you are supposed to be self and independent minded. So let us answer. The project is called Great Farmers Project, PO Box 417 Mukono. That is the box number of our school. Factors that helped members to evaluate the business include evaluate business idea basing on the present market. Remember, we talked about 4. Now we want to look at the first one, which is present market. Number 1, bucket size. Of course, the club members discovered that there was and still there is a big market for poultry products, because that's the business, for example, they are doing. For you may choose to do another project, and around the school, the market should be around the school, because the project is being done from within the school. By the way, this is in case the question has been asked about a school project, because you remember, senior 1, our new curriculum calls for us having projects, and that's why I'm using this example. It may be a class project, it can be a stream project, it can be a project for members of a given class or friends and the like. So our first factor is the size of the market. 2, products in relation to their needs. The club members, through research, found out that poultry products being produced and sold satisfy the needs of all groups in and out of the school. That is why such a factor is considered. The strength and the dominance of competitors. The club members found out that the poultry projects that were operating in school were small and not strong enough. So the members set up a project that was serious. The other one is the sales efforts required. Through I think it should be thorough research, or through research, the club discovered that it needed few sales workers to market the poultry products. This made the project viable and feasible, definitely. The other one is the relationship of quality to price of the poultry products. Of course, we're talking about the products of the poultry business. The club members' research showed that the existing poultry products were of low quality and expensive. This made the club idea of rearing and higher quality products viable. So that is another factor. Then part B, we say that we also have another factor called, or in relation to, factor that help members evaluate the business idea basing on business risks. Remember, we talked about 4, and one of them was business risks. This is how it goes. Factor number 1 under factors that helped members to evaluate the business idea basing on business risks. Number 1, size and power of competitors. It's quite risky to start a business before knowing who your competitor is and how that competitor can turn out to be a problem which can cause you cause your business problems, and that may turn into a big risk. So the club members' evaluation showed that the existing poultry projects in and near the school were small and not strong enough. Those are the competitors. This made the idea of starting poultry viable. Number two, initial investment cost. The club members' evaluation of starting poultry revealed that the initial investment cost was low due to the existence of constructed poultry houses. This made the idea viable and easy to implement. Another one is the degree of predictability of demand for the poultry products. The evaluation showed that students consumed the chicken every weekend, which made it a viable idea. Uh, the seasonal demand issue. The evaluation also showed that the demand for poultry products was weekly. This made the idea viable. Another one, the time required to generate profits. The evaluation showed that it takes a short time, that's gestation period, to make profits from poultry to members that were ahead of start poultry. Ahead to start poultry, of course. The other one is inventory requirement. Inventory means stock or imports. The evaluation of the idea showed that it needed few poultry requirements, equipment, and other raw materials were easily available, thus made members opt for poultry. The quality and reliability of the proposed products. The evaluation of the ID showed that the club could ensure high quality chicken through using hybrids and thus opted for poultry. That means the legislation and control by government or local authorities. The evaluation showed that quality control by UNBS could easily be met and thus went ahead to start poultry. I think that is the second one. We can go to the third factor. That is the factors that helped the club members to evaluate the business idea based on the cost of production and marketing costs. Number one, the projected startup cost. This is the startup capital. Members' evaluation revealed that the estimated total cost of, you can put the amount where I have underlined, and that may be 1 million, was affordable. So the members went ahead and started a poultry project. Number two, the projected cost of raw materials. The members' evaluation showed that the estimated cost was the amount which is supposed to be filled in those underlined dots. You can put maybe 700,000 shillings or more or less, but I have left that space for you to fill, which was manageable, so that so members went ahead and started poultry project because the projected costs of raw materials were low. The projected labor costs for implementing the business idea. The evaluation of the business showed that a total of the amount you should fill in those underlined dots was required. Maybe you can say 200,000 shillings or 100,000 shillings or 150 or whatsoever you may decide. This was affordable to members. The projected selling cost for the planned products. Evaluation showed that club would manage to pay for all the selling expenses like packaging, transport, etc. The members opted for poultry because of such the efficiency of the production process. The evaluation revealed that the production process would be efficient enough, so members went for poultry project. The estimated patent and licenses cost. The evaluation revealed that initially the club would not pay any license costs since the project was located within the business premises. We cannot operate a registered business within a business. That was a pleasure. So let us go to the other one, that these are factors that help the members to evaluate business idea basing on market growth. And this is the last one. Projected increase in demand. Evaluation revealed that there was increasing demand for poultry products due to increasing students' population, so the club members opted for poultry. Number two, increase in customers' acceptance. The evaluation revealed that more and more staff members were willing to buy the poultry products. This made the club members start poultry farming in school. Then the other one is the competitive edge or competitive advantage of the business idea. The evaluation revealed that the project would have a competitive advantage over the rivals in school due to use of hybrid birds. That's if you are dealing in poultry. This made members to start poultry farming in school. Another one, the economic trends that were favorable. The evaluation revealed that teachers' payments were being revised and more students from rich families were joining the school. All these made the poultry project viable. Okay, now let us talk about the factors that affect the final choice of good potential business ideas. Number one, or A, personal considerations. One's or members' skills, one's or members' interest, personal commitment. All those are personal considerations that affect the final choice of a good potential business idea. B, business consideration. Market considerations, amount of personal or group capital, all that is important. Turning a business idea into a business opportunity. Documenting the business idea or invention by writing down everything necessary for the implementation of the business idea. It's the first. Second, researching on the business idea from a legal and business standpoint. 3. Making a prototype or model of the invention related to the business idea. 4. Filing the patent as utility patent for new processes, or asking for permission from the school. So the school administration to start the club business. Then there is making the invention or preparing a business plan to be used to looking for funds, planning for production of the products. I think that is what I can talk about business ideas. More ideas will come up But for now, allow me to say that's the end of our chapter of business idea generation. And I think, as usual, allow me to